Oh my God, man. Y'all guys crazy, man.
She was a butcheress.
So Bells and I were talking about getting video here, and we were just gonna each pick a wrestler, and I was gonna have them just as the camera. So every single person would just be a wrestler and be like, I'm going. No video of us. It would just be fucking four Jeff Hart's,
Sweet.
right?
Choose your fight.
Like
Hey, so, hey.
Yeah, just zoomed in on Jeff Hardy's face, like, what did you think of the Young Thug album? And then fucking cut over to fucking Mankind.
Hey, everybody
I do
quiet.
that every time I see a mic. Even when I used to rap, I used to do the Jay-Z.
ASMR.
I have you on a couple episodes doing that.
Let's hear some ASMR.
This is all ASMR. Oh, God. Oh, stop!
That was awful.
That just made my skin crawl.
I'm not even awful.
I just felt centipedes in my ears. So you guys got the topic list? Just in case.
Let me check
No,
it
I'm
out.
freestyling. I'm
Freestyle?
Off the
Okay.
dome. Y'all bring it up.
All right.
I really want to start with the Dave Chappelle thing.
Yeah, that's the first fucking topic.
It's the elephant in the room, right?
Bell show.
It's like the most relevant thing.
Let's see, Dave Chappelle, the new Rory and
Has
Maul.
anyone seen it?
Yeah.
Everybody in the room seen it, right?
Yep.
I seen it.
All right, let's go in.
Let's get it.
I'm scared to say anything.
All right,
Let me
I'll
put-
do it
let me
because
put-
I have no fear. I'm a renegade.
I'm a renegade. I'm not afraid.
Listen, the alphabet people don't scare me. Listen, I'm going to just go in. If you have, this is my opinion only. You know what I'm saying? But if you have a problem with the special, then you are the problem. Like, because I feel like the boy, he checked every box. You know what I mean? Like, he covered everything.
Yeah.
He literally said, I don't have a problem with gays or trans people like 8 times. If you still reaching right now, you just reaching. And also, my opinion, the nigga is the GOAT. Like, that is comedy in its purest form.
I
like,
fucking
the
love
way,
that shit.
The way that dude sets his jokes up for the punchlines and just tells stories and his tone of voice and everything. That's just, Dave Chappelle is like one of the greatest comedians of our generations, I think. Like, he's our Richard Pryor.
I say all time. Damn man.
He's our Richard Pryor for sure.
Yeah. And when
say he
did
better
when
than
did
Ric
comedy
Flair.
stop being comedy?
Yeah, we
In the
got to be
last
able
10
to laugh
years,
at something.
I'd say
you know, and
slowly, but gradually.
I think his
quickly.
point was, and I agree, and I be talking to my gay friends about this all the time. I'd be like, how the fuck y'all get June and we get February? You know what I mean? Like, we got the, it took our struggle was way longer. We got the shortest month of the year, coldest month of the year. Y'all get June, the best month. You know what I'm saying? So I always joke with my friends like, I'll trade you. You know niggas will barbecue every day in June.
Well, yeah, the Dave Chappelle show that he just did on Netflix, that shit was brilliant.
Yeah.
I believe what he was just doing, like, he wasn't trying to make people laugh. He just was really touching on like what's happening in the world.
He
for
made
real.
very good points. Like
He
my
made good
favorite,
points.
my favorite point from the special was the baby shot and killed a nigga in Walmart, and nothing bad happened to his career.
Right.
You see where I'm going with this?
But the thing is, he's not wrong about anything
He's
that he
not
says.
wrong. You
He,
know,
he
like,
brings up specific moments, that happen to involve, gay or trans people, whatever, whoever it's offending,
Right.
and then the whole community gets.
I like how he
upset.
said it. Like, I don't have a problem with gay people. I don't have a problem with trans people. My problem is with white people.
Mm.
And it's been apparent
Did you
the whole
the
time.
two bitches in the crowd?
Yeah,
The two fat white bitches in the
they
crowd?
Were, they
What'd they
were
do?
scowling the whole time. I noticed them.
Yeah.
they was mad.
They were mad, dude. There were multiple people in the audience that were mad.
Yeah,
What do you say too? He said something. He's like, who's the maddest? White people from Michigan.
yeah.
Ooh,
That was so true.
About some Trump shit, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Michigan got a high percentage of Trumpers.
You know what fucked me up? What he said?
Republicans.
He said, that little joke. He said he got head from the goddamn pastor or some shit like that. He said, I ain't feel bad about it.
Yeah,
because
he went there.
what the fuck?
Yeah, he said, I used to come in his face all the time.
Yeah,
He started out like that.
All
like,
that shit's funny.
Man, that nigga crazy as hell for that.
it does
silly
go back
ass
a little
shit.
bit to like what Bells was just hinting at. Is like, when did comedy die? It's had a slow death, and it's like you can't laugh at anybody anymore. You can't laugh at yourself. It's just somebody's going to be offended.
I
Somebody's
think
going to
it's
make a
a
career out
fact.
of being offended.
I think this is a symptom what do you not call it? A symptom, a side effect of fucking cancel culture.
Yeah.
Like cancel culture could have been a great thing. Like we could have used it to take down corrupt politicians and fix the world and do sweet shit like that. But instead, we start going back in time and seeing which celebrity said the N word or who's saying who's or who's hurting whose feelings and shit like that. Like we.
Well, that's
and
what
that's
it's about.
what Dave's point was.
It's about feelings, not actual.
Facts.
Yeah.
You know
Not
what I
to sound
mean?
like
Like
Ben
the
Shapiro.
women's movement. What women was helping women during the women's movement? Like you know what I mean? And then at the same time, when they first had the women's civil rights movement, those women didn't want black women to be in it too, and that's his point. You know what I mean?
He did
Like,
touch on that. Didn't
like if you heard if he said all this and you still offended, like you the problem.
Cancel culture. You were saying that it's a side effect of cancel culture.
Oh yeah. People just getting offended by just to be offended, like just to be like, oh, I have a struggle too, and it's like people that actually struggle is looking at you like you son of a fucking bitch. Like
I really,
you know what I mean?
I really liked what you said though, like how it could have been a great thing, and I think it still maybe could, but it's lost its vision and its way because people are using cancel culture as an identity instead of like a weapon to be used in the face of corruption or actual sexism or racism.
We could have stopped the Capitol storming from happening, but instead we used it to change the graphics on Sonic.
Right. I mean, that was still God's work. Sonic was horrible. But here's a good example: Demi Lovato. To me, she embodies everything that's wrong
Can
with
we
cancel culture.
That bitch? Jesus
Because like
Christ.
comedy's dead, right? David Spade said, "I just recycled the same 3 jokes." He said that within the last year. Nobody can say anything. Demi Lovato is like the complete manifestation of everything that's wrong with I'm offended. Or, I
I'm
got over my addiction, now I'm
non-binary.
non-binary. It's like
I'm non-binary.
To me, that's
I'm
almost
California sober.
Yeah.
Aliens need correct pronouns. Like DMX died, but that could have been me. Like, bitch, I wish it was you. Shut the fuck up. God damn. It's like, can you even make
shut the fuck up,
like,
Bill.
can you even make a song or something? Stay relevant with your music. Stop talking.
yeah.
Fuck her
You know
music
what I'm
too.
saying? Like, let you. That's what it is. Like, I ain't got
You
nothing.
offended by that shit, ain't you, boy?
I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
she just like go in the
Everything.
studio and can't come up with nothing. Was like, I'm gonna just tweet some shit.
I'm triggered by that bitch.
Calling aliens is yeah, so Demi Lovato's upset about the aliens. I thought the Dave Chappelle shit was funny, personally.
Right.
Yeah.
I
Everything
know
he does
gay
is funny.
people that thought it was funny.
I
Like,
do too. Yeah, I do
Come
too.
on, man.
I don't see why the fuck it wouldn't be funny.
I also saw somebody post on Facebook, one of my friends, they said, if you think the Dave Chappelle skit was funny, unfriend me right now.
Okay, bye.
And I was just like, whoa, okay. And somebody commented something like pretty well thought out, like a 2-paragraph comment, and he just said, fuck you, see ya. And that's like there's no conversation to be had. It's like,
It's so terrible
It's
because
crazy.
like you
Feelings.
still feel that
Yeah.
way, and he went into extreme detail about his relationship with his trans friend, how they took their life, how it affected him, how he's taking care of their family,
Yep.
and you still got an attitude and something to say.
yeah.
That's what the problem with the world is.
And then they tried to protest that shit.
Well,
to
props
get
to
canceled off
Netflix for that.
Netflix.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did.
You know what they did? Canceled and fired them motherfuckers that
Yeah.
work for Netflix.
I heard they suspended him. Or
No, they
fired
fucking
him.
fired them.
Dave Chappelle said something in the special. He said, people ask me, who am I to have a voice and who am I to share my opinion? I'm the motherfucker that walked away from $50 million.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? Don't you ever forget that.
Yeah,
That's the point. Like,
That's huge.
Yeah, that was a beautiful fucking show, man. He did a
it
good
was
job.
great.
I don't think
I
we'll
think
hear
that
from
was
him
his
for
best.
a minute. It was good.
He said that's
Somebody
his
had
closing
to
act,
say
right
the
there.
shit he was saying.
Yeah.
Or the world would have just been all up its own ass.
It still is.
It still
It
is.
still
You know,
is.
he just
It's a bit of a
At least
voice of
somebody
reason.
said something.
he just one of the glitches in the matrix. You know.
It's a bunch of Demi Lovatos walking around.
And I'll say this. I don't think cancel culture can affect real niggas. Some people you can't cancel.
Yeah.
You can't cancel Dave Chappelle.
Can't
He
cancel
canceled
Boosie either.
himself.
He did.
What my boy Boosie say? Man,
Oh, God.
I been had the goddamn hood, man. Fuck, go cancel me, man.
You can't cancel Boosie. You can't cancel Eminem. He been saying the F word since 1999. And like you want to say something about it?
Yeah.
Man.
He got rich off that shit.
Speaking of Eminem, you think his spaghetti? Not that you would have any inside knowledge at all, Chris. You think his spaghetti chain is done for after the Bengals
No.
vomit situation?
And which player was that said that?
Some
bullshit?
fucking offensive lineman. He probably had 6 pounds of it before the game.
It was Jackson
No, actually,
Carmen.
it was
Even had
it was
shit.
a joke. He was just joking. He was trying to reference the song, and it was just like people took it the wrong way.
The tweet was, would not recommend eating mom's spaghetti when you visit Detroit.
That's a hating ass
Because he
bitch
threw
ass
up
for that.
on the field, and he thought it would be funny, and
Yeah, the Bengals
Yeah.
guard got sick, and it's another
I guess it's
example
free
of words
publicity.
having effect on
Yeah, it
people.
is a little bit.
Yeah,
Not that guy's high profile or anything. I don't think anyone's really. gonna
Eminem
care.
is still gonna perform at the Super Bowl. They might throw up spaghetti on stage. It'll be funny.
Yeah. Did I see that Dr. Dre's doing a new album? Or did I
He's
make
been
that up?
working on a new album for fucking 20 years.
You think it'll,
Detox dropping soon.
yeah, for the Super Bowl? That'll be dope though, having those guys do that.
And it's gonna be Snoop Dogg on that motherfucker too.
Yeah.
Speaking of Snoop, man, this motherfucker funny, dog. They got that boy.
BMF.
Yeah, that boy
Oh
the
my
pastor and
God.
shit.
Yes.
My favorite. I'm glad.
so
You know what?
funny.
I'm glad we
Brother
talking about.
Meech.
I'm glad we talking about Snoop Dogg on the podcast because I just want to let everybody know. Snoop Dogg plays himself in every fucking
He
thing.
do,
he
dog.
totally-
He funny as hell, dog.
He really do. Like he don't do accents. He don't do characters.
He don't do
He
shit.
We were
just-
talking about that the other day. Every movie he's in, he's like
When he
the
was in-
same.
He did
When he
Snoop.
was in old school, he was Snoop Dogg. When he was in Trailer Park
When
Boys, he was
training day,
Snoop
when he's
Dogg.
in the wheelchair,
wheelchair, yeah.
it's just Snoop in a wheelchair. Like, man, you gotta get
Or,
get the
that
fuck away from
nigga
me.
was in
Starsky and Hutch.
He was.
He's a
in,
pimp in that.
What's that?
The
King of the
Wash.
Hill.
The
He was in
Watch,
King of the Hill as a white pimp. They drew him as a white pimp, but it was still Snoop Dogg. It was,
You can't lose.
Man, them motherfuckers even fucking doing the little lighter shit. What is that shit? Him and Martha Stewart with the lighter shit.
Oh, the cooking show?
Yeah, that cooking show, but they sponsoring some
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
type
they-
of lighter.
I bet it was a stock commercial.
Got a long
Get with it. Yeah. What the fuck is they call that shit?
I don't know.
And
Inside?
he's
it's like a grill lighter.
Yeah, it's like a mini grill.
I
lighter.
got
Okay,
you.
yeah,
I
yeah,
got
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah. He's simple on that
yeah,
motherfucker.
the
Like,
fucking the caption said, "Good for lighting fires,"
and
then he pop up like and other things.
right. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
It was him and Martha Stewart on a chip and dip commercial. It was like they were selling guacamole Totitos. And she was like, I like these chips because they have a dip in it for the sauce. He was like, hey, Martha, pass me some of that green stuff.
Hey, Martha, pass me some of that
Dog.
green stuff.
Their
like,
friendship
dog.
is everything.
Hey,
Those two
Martha.
together.
They've been doing it for a long time.
Trading
do
trading
whatever.
stocks on the inside. Martha and Snoop Lion.
Mm-hmm.
It's classic.
Snoop Lion.
Yo, okay. Speaking of this shit, how about Kodak, man? Did you guys see that shit?
Yes.
What did he
Speaking
do?
of just like cancel and uncancel bullshit, he grabbed his. Did you see the video of him dancing with his mom?
He was trying to
Grabbed his mom's ass.
Well, he
Seen that
did.
shit, Bells?
Went for
Huh?
You seen
a
that
kiss
shit?
on the
Yeah.
lips.
like he was trying to like make out with his mom.
It's kind of weird. I don't know if he's trying to be
Asians are
funny,
weird,
but
dude.
it was strange.
Well, ain't nothing funny
and she
about that.
she wasn't about it. She was kind of like
Who the fuck would be about that?
right. Well, yeah,
The parent. What the fuck?
But he was gripped up.
yeah,
like,
groping.
And
fingers
then
in the
and then
asshole
the boy tried to
type
kiss
shit.
her on the lips.
Yeah, and she flinched. It was weird. He's kind of weird though. I mean,
It's the
he,
clone.
he posted something on Twitter about not wanting to be alive anymore or some shit. I don't know. Not a huge fan of Kodak, but
Weird guy.
that
Kodak
moment,
a strange guy,
that
man.
moment stuck out to me. I feel like he's just reaching for anything.
Florida man.
Yeah, that's the best way to sum it all up.
Yeah.
Florida man doing Florida things.
I saw some.
Florida man.
I saw something. It might have been AD. He said something like, Caribbean culture, like that's what they do, and I was just like, I think
I think
don't
I
know.
saw that too.
I
on
don't
No
know
Jumper,
Caribbean
anybody.
culture
No Jumper
is
News.
weird,
But
but I don't know.
grabbing on your mom's booty like
Yeah.
sexually, that's
Some incestual.
yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah. Oh,
how about,
yeah, get that
how about
shit out the
something
way.
dope? That Rock Marcy Bronze Nazareth album. That shit
Yeah,
was
that's sweet.
sick.
It's sweet. Rock Marcy is dropping a bunch of. He's working with a lot of people. See him.
Everybody.
with Diego Delgado or something. What's his name? Yeah, Diego Delgado.
Yeah.
And he produced his old album, and that shit is all sweet too.
Flea Lords Deluxe just dropped. That's all Rock Marcy.
Say Stove guy signed to Busta Rhymes label, huh?
Yeah, speaking of Rock
New
Marcy,
music video.
I don't know what that means for Griselda or if he's going to co-sign with them, but his new music video dropped last week and it's hundreds of thousands of views. I mean, he's under Busta Rhymes' record label, so I'm sure they have some clout and some pull.
Is they from the same situation or something? Like
Lord Jamar found Stove God.
Lord
Like-
Jamar did?
Like on Twitter or some shit when he was Aaron Cooks. But that's also big news, man. Stove God, shout out to him for signing.
That song grew on me too.
It grew on me, man. Yeah.
Which one?
The like the Destiny's Child, what's it called? That's the Game.
Yeah.
That's the game. That's
He's
the
basically
game.
singing. It's just like a hook almost the whole time. But
Is
it's
this the one that
super
was
catchy.
on Gilly Show?
Yeah. Oh no, that was West Side and the other guys, but I did send you a Stove God. I think it was a Hot 97 interview where he talks about it, but he said he has 2 albums recorded. He's dropping one in the next 2 months. So be on the lookout for that. And one of them is solely produced by Rock Marcy again. So we're going to get maybe a
Couple
part
bangers.
2 to Reasonable Drought. Yeah. But in that interview, he also said that he wanted to kind of shift into more melodic, like what you were saying, like hooks and ghostwrite. I don't know. Shout out Stove. Also, shout out Bronze Nazareth. I didn't realize he was a Michigan guy either, or that he was
Grand
affiliated
Rapids, yeah.
with Wu-Tang. You told me
Yeah, he's
that.
been down with Wu-Tang since the older days, like early
Which one is
2000s.
that?
Bronze
Bronze.
Nazareth.
Oh yeah, okay.
So that's some good up and coming music or shit that's dropped. But
Which are
Young Thug.
what about
listen
it?
to
I was
the,
gonna say the Young Thug is more of a mainstream.
Okay, well, what about Meek Mill?
Meek Mill album is
I
hard
thought it
as
was
fuck.
awesome, dude.
Who checked this shit out?
But I
it was
thought we
awesome.
talked about it though on the last episode.
No, we didn't,
Yeah,
'cause it just came
It
out.
had just come out.
Big man.
Yeah, that shit go hard.
We talked about it when we went and saw the movie Lamb.
Yeah. That shit was hard.
What?
Every
The
song
album?
on that bitch is
Not the
sick.
movie.
Yeah. No, I thought it was awesome.
They
Don't
just
like
tried
every
to jump
song.
off that real quick.
Oh yeah, no. I just remembered when we did speak about it because we talked about the Meek Mill album.
I will say, like, every intro for every album that he has is
He take the intros personally.
insane.
I like
do.
that.
And,
He was rapping his ass off on that bitch.
Probably some of the best shit he's put out in a minute.
Got the song for Lil Snoop on there.
Yeah.
I like that. He still talk about him. And, you know, I was walking down the street today and somebody was banging a song from his album out their car. And I was like, yep. That's always a good sign when you in the hood and you hear your favorite album banging on somebody else's car. Like, yep, that shit hot in the
That's
streets
it.
right here. That shit happened when I was a young nigga and the Carter came out. The first Carter. Every car that drove past you walking down the street was banging a different song off that bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, but about the BMF shit,
Yeah.
the show is really good. But I saw a video where Blue Da Vinci was talking shit to 50 Cent, and he was just like, when y'all get to the era that I'm in, y'all better depict me the right way or I'm going to come see you.
Right.
You know what
I
I'm
seen
saying?
that too.
You saw that? What'd you think about that?
I don't know, man. He kind of feel offended by something. What it's looking like.
I think
He's
Blue
scared
Da
of
Vinci-
something.
I think Blue Da Vinci need to shut the fuck up and let them write the movie. Because when they said they was doing a BMF movie, nobody thought like, oh, Blue Da Vinci's gonna
Right,
be in it.
nobody
Like,
think about that, nigga.
Nobody cares about you as much as you think. It's
Yeah, I
not
don't-
about you, nigga.
It's something that he
You know
got a
what I
big
mean?
part in that is fucked up. It got
He
to
may
be.
think
Because why would
that.
why would he talk shit like that then?
I didn't even think that thought never crossed my mind. Like, oh, I hope they have Blue Da Vinci. And they're like, no, nigga, they gonna be checking for Jeezy
Yeah.
Yeah.
or some shit, not you.
Right. It's a historic
fuck are
moment
you?
that involves a lot of
I
people.
don't know, man.
not
He
just
was
Blue Da
he was
Vinci.
their artist
anything-
though.
Yeah, if anything, he'd
Yeah.
be like in one scene.
I don't think he's that. I think his head's bigger than what he thinks he actually is.
I don't know, man. Maybe he
Ain't no
do.
telling.
I mean,
though. We don't
to-
know.
I mean, to the outside,
It's something.
to the
It's something, man. That's going on to make him act like
just,
that.
I think he's just using the internet to try to like get a check.
I
Like
think
he's
so,
trying
too.
to get. He's trying to get 50 Cent attention so he can try to get like some copyright shit before the scene drop. And he just didn't have 50 Cent phone number or didn't know nobody that can get in touch with 50 Cent. So he was just
well, that
like,
says something too.
you know what I mean? Like, fuck it.
Yeah, definitely. That's nitrous for everyone that's listening.
Josh, why would you?
No, Josh, why would you? Why would like that?
You the one did it.
Josh over there trying to be silly.
Speaking of silly, Lamb. This is just Chris and I. Sorry, guys.
That's all good.
Movie was fucking weird.
All right, yeah. So we love A24 films.
Love them.
They always, it's like an artsy film production, you know, and they come out with great movies like Hereditary, Midsummer, you know, shit like that. The Witch, you know.
Lighthouse.
Yeah, just classics. So
Killing of a Sacred Deer. We could name fucking 20 films.
yeah, we thought that this movie was going to be something like that. And, you know, it was pretty good or whatever, but it just, in my opinion, it didn't come with it for me.
I feel like,
was expecting way more because they've been hitting this with some bangers. Like St. Maud was crazy, you know, like.
If I knew what it was going to be before going in, I might have enjoyed it more. But they advertised it as horror, and I wasn't scared. I wasn't even like really disturbed beyond like some of the birthing scenes. And even I saw an advertisement for it this morning, and it said a new genre of horror. And it's like there was no, like if I knew it was like going to be like a ghost story or a slower. And I'm not trying to give away too much because, you know, if you want to go see it, go ahead. But it was just strange.
I don't think a lot of people were going to watch it because it was like in subtitles the whole time.
Yeah.
That's why I was only showing that like select theaters and shit.
Yeah.
Y'all talking about the Lamb movie or something?
Yeah.
What was it about?
It
Goat
was
Man.
basically about this family that, you know, herded lamb, and one day one of their lambs gave birth to a half man, half lamb, and they took care of it its whole life.
That sounds fucking
And that was it. That was
stupid
the
than a
movie.
motherfucker.
It was strange. And I was waiting for a moment for
Yeah,
it to
I thought it
to
was going to
click.
be like monsters and shit in it,
Yeah.
but it was just like
Wait a
them
minute, okay.
living their life.
So, what about the Halloween movie you was talking about?
We're going to watch that tonight.
Oh, it's nobody
it's
watched
the
that.
sequel. It's
You
the
watch
sequel.
it,
just
right?
came
Oh, I didn't
out.
watch it.
It
Yeah.
just came out, but the
I've been hearing
original-
about it though.
The prequel to this movie was really great. It had Danny McBride wrote some of it, and you can tell because the dialogue was hilarious. Yeah, it was
I
like
didn't see that one
scary
either.
shit going on, and the conversations people was having was just like, "What they just say?" But
They talking about with Halloween. They like, man, why the fuck is he not dead?
Well, so if he doesn't
yeah,
die
that's
in
what
this
they
one,
were saying.
man,
No spoilers.
I heard that
okay.
this
Know what
series.
Right.
I heard this series is gonna be like a trilogy, like from the first one.
Yeah. We're going to watch it tonight. Probably talk about it next week. We'll just be eternally 1 week behind on most topics. But I'm looking forward to it, man. The prequel, as you called it, was pretty good.
and this has to be the end, though, right? I mean, how many are there?
I don't know if it ever ends.
I think the perfect slashers never end. Like
I mean,
you don't ever think like, man, when is Jason gonna die?
Right.
It's like, no, how is Jason gonna come back this time? You know what I mean?
Kill more people.
Yeah. The worst one was Jason X, but it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Like when he go into space and shit. And it was,
Oh my God. That's
he
the
zipped the
one.
bitch
Yeah.
up in the sleeping bag
Yep.
and beat her
Hit-
with the tree.
He
Like,
went to fucking space before?
Yes.
Yeah, Jason.
I ain't never seen that one.
Jason is
he went to hell.
eternal.
Jason goes to hell.
Yeah. Jason went to New York.
He fought
I'm not
Freddy.
really into that shit.
Jason
man.
went to Cedar
I ain't
Point.
gonna lie.
Jason takes.
Slashers.
Hey,
man.
Josh, let's mention the new page.
Oh, yeah. So we got a new Facebook page for the podcast. I hijacked an anime page
Finesse the
that
fuck out there. It was mad as hell.
I used to run. I own and used to post a lot more on this anime page for years, and it has like 40,000 likes or something. So
4,000 followers.
it was a little dusty. I haven't been posting on it, so I just was like, hey, I'm just gonna transfer, switch it up, and
Right.
people were mad, like angry react, and I get it because a lot of those pages they sell out. Like once you hit a certain amount of followers and likes, you'll get messages from people that are like, hello, good sir, I would like to post this much content, blah, blah, blah. And they try to basically buy your page or at least
Right.
buy posts. So I think a lot of people thought I did that. And so I had to kind of make a post that said, no, I still own it. We still might do some anime content, but I haven't been posting here. I'm doing a new endeavor.
When they was putting up angry faces.
They were, and I get it.
Sad faces, right.
But it's been a largely inactive page for a while.
Exactly.
So I figured I'll just take the platform, switch it over. If people like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. But we got 38,000 people that decided to stick around. Some people unfollowed. That's cool.
I seen that.
But I think there's some crossover to be had there. We could do an anime episode or some shit. Talk about Shonen
definitely
Jump
can.
or Naruto or keep them interested.
Is it any more horror movies coming out this month since it's Halloween?
Yes.
I would like to see Antlers soon.
I'm down to go see that with you guys. Mm-hmm. If that's not on HBO.
The Black Phone.
Black
What
Phone.
do y'all think? What do y'all think makes the perfect horror movie? You said you didn't like slashers. So what's going on here? What do we got in the room? What type
That's
of
a good question.
horror movie guys we got?
Yeah,
in here?
let's go around the room.
What'll make a scary movie to you, Dre? Start with you.
I really don't watch scary movies. I like thrillers.
Okay, so that's a thing then. So you like the
It's a
thrill.
part of the horror genre.
You like the plot of the story. You want to be on the edge
I don't
of
like
your seat.
motherfuckers just going around trying to kill and shit.
So,
just
yeah,
doing
that's
stupid
that
shit.
would
I
be
like some
considered
shit that
a-
makes some sense.
Okay, so you like a psychological thriller then.
Yeah, some shit that I can get into.
Yeah,
You dig what I'm
okay.
saying? Like that Karen shit. That was a thriller shit. Like,
Yeah.
that's horror to me.
And that was
definitely.
that was advertised as such too. It was advertised like a horror movie, and that's why I like how they did that. So you're right about that, and there are movies like that for you. So you would like more so of a Silence of the Lamb type shit.
Hell yeah.
Slow burn.
That's the first
The
horror.
Shining.
I like
movie.
that type of
Shining,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, the Silence of the Lamb is the first
Shining.
horror movie to ever win. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know that.
The award
That's cool.
for a movie being
Yeah, for the
you know
Academy
what I'm
Awards.
saying?
That's crazy.
Yeah, I like that type of shit. Shit that makes sense.
Okay,
you know
so
I'm
what
saying?
about you, Drew?
Man, I like slashers first and foremost.
Right.
I like how they are kind of corny and the gore, just the
But
murder.
I think that there is a certain point to the slashers that is true though. Like Michael Myers started in the 70s because of the rise in serial killers, and
Right.
nobody knew what started a serial.
and the point of
killer.
it was a lot of it was to like the slashers too. Well, not necessarily Halloween, but Sleepaway Camp and
Sleepaway Camp was great.
like the original Friday 13th, like the sexual, like if you're a fucking virgin, you're gonna survive. It was like trying to scare
It's
kids,
the rules to the
scare kids, and all that
slashers,
shit. But I
yeah.
do like Shining is probably my favorite horror movie of all time. So I do like the
That's
psychological
like a psychological.
We
Jack
watched
Nicholson,
too.
right?
But
We watched that this weekend.
I'm not like a big jump scare kind of guy because I
That's
think that
Jack
shit's
Nicholson,
corny.
right?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Shining.
Yeah,
Made in like the 70s.
Yep.
Yeah,
yeah.
that movie's a classic.
What was so scary about that to you?
It's interesting, and I find something different
It's a
about it.
psychological thriller.
I've seen it probably 30 times, and I find something different with it every time.
Movie's
About
a
the one who jumped
masterpiece.
over the cuckoo nest.
That's a great one too.
That movie's a masterpiece too.
That's amazing.
Kubrick,
Yeah, Stanley Kubrick was a genius.
goat.
Yeah,
This type of
I
shit.
The
think-
Shining is like a slow for its time. I think it was more scary, but it's a slow burn, and it's just it's the impending like insanity of it all, and the buildup. And I think Jack Nicholson,
Right.
I know he stole the show.
He's
with
the
that.
perfect person to play
Just
that.
Here's
Nobody else can.
Johnny.
How he's even just like he's balding and his hair kind of sticks out on the sides.
The eyebrows,
He just
man.
the eyebrows. His whole character is just it's unsettling.
I ain't gonna lie. I was first introduced to Jack Nicholson on The Wolf when I was like 11. I watched that show. I'm like, who the fuck is this scary ass motherfucker?
It was the
And
Joker.
my thing, like, man, well, you need to watch all his fucking movies.
Yeah,
Ever
me
Dance
too.
with the Devil in the Pale Moonlight.
I
did
like
a great
the
job
fucking
as the
Devil's
Joker.
Advocate.
That is a great one, but that's not.
That's not
That's
Jack
that's
That's
not. I'm
that's-
not.
oh,
Yeah,
okay,
I'm not saying
okay.
that's him.
Oh,
I'm
we
just
still
saying.
talking. Okay, yeah.
I just jumped off
Yeah.
topic.
That's
I'm sorry.
no,
but-
that's
No,
the
you're good.
topic. That's a psychological thriller.
Yeah,
Yeah, because that nigga was the devil at the end.
Right.
because it's not like a scary, like you're gonna shit your pants type movie, but it's
No,
That's what
what
I'm
he's
saying.
saying is
Yeah.
he don't like.
This bullshit.
But I think that, like I was saying earlier, I think the point of the slashers when they brought it in the 70s was like serial killers going around. What motivates a serial killer? What makes them want to do what they want to do? And I think that's why Halloween is scary because Michael never fucking said anything. Nobody knows why he wants to kill these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
All you know is if you cross paths with this nigga, you gonna die.
Right.
And that's what's scary about Michael Myers.
Yeah. No.
it's scary. It's just not.
You
I
know,
don't know.
and it ain't. It's far worse shit that did happen in the world before. But like,
Exactly.
I think that
but
plays
somebody
into-
just randomly walking in your house and stabbing everybody in that bitch for no
Like,
fucking reason. It's
fucking-
a legit fear,
Wait,
and that's why people still lock their doors at night.
He embodies the senselessness and like the unknown.
and it's in
part
white,
of
the
being
boogeyman.
a serial killer.
and it's in white suburbia too. You know,
Well,
so it-
I say Jeepers Creepers is one of my favorite fucking horrors.
really.
Hell yeah.
I like it.
I'm
Something with a little bit
I'm
of
gonna
a
go
story
grab me a
into
fucking
it.
Jeepers Creepers mask for Halloween.
That's
Put
got a
fucking
little bit of a
long
story,
black ass
though, like,
trench on.
every 30 years, the thing come and eat people.
Right.
And
Yeah.
shit.
It's ritualistic. Yeah, there's
rich-
something.
So
That
rituals
motherfucker
is
just scary, bro. Like,
I think that cults is scary in movies. Like if you get into a cult and you can't get out, or you drink the Kool-Aid, and the next thing you know they sacrificing you for something, like,
Jim Jones.
or religion is the top one. Anything that's got something to do with a church or a ghost,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Possessions.
I think those themes are fantastic.
That's why The
for horror.
Exorcist was like one of the top movies back in the day.
Well, that was
Yeah.
probably the first movie to ever do that. That's why there's so many of them now.
The Exorcist was scary as fuck. If you
I don't know, man. That,
That-
especially if you believe in that shit, because
Yeah.
taking that shit out the Bible,
Yeah.
like they're taking that shit out the Bible and putting it into a movie, like,
It's
And all the
demonic possession.
weird occurrences that happen on set.
or
I mean,
the
that's-
weird shit that happened behind the Catholic Church doors that they don't talk about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Midnight Mass.
That shit weird.
Not even the movie, or not even the series. Like they actually have like Midnight Mass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd say my favorite type of horror is. It's kind of a little bit of everything you guys said. I like suspenseful stuff. I like psychological thrillers. Like it has to be intelligent. So I will say I'm not a huge slasher person.
Right.
I'll watch it casually, but I'm not like a gore. Like for the sake of gore. I like something like A24-ish in a way. Like I like Hereditary for the reasons that you kind of listed, of it being religious in a sense, and it's an occult film. It's how you would
shit in it.
like. I've never seen something so truly
Hereditary is a
representative
masterpiece.
of summoning an occult demon, like
Mm-hmm.
from the Goetia. Like that's how you would do it. If you were going to do it, there would be a group of people like that were involved. They would try to find a host, and that's what made it so fucking scary to me. Because that Ari Aster did his homework. There were no gaps of like, we don't know how the magical system works. He just has a staff and it goes boom. Like it made sense. And also like his next film, Midsummer, I think is a good example of like the cult archetype of what you were saying, like of what's scary. Like if you drink the Kool-Aid, if you eat the mushrooms, if you end up in the camp, you're kind of stuck there. But horror has to be intelligent for me. Like it has to make sense. There has to be layers. I want to come back like in a Kubrick film and watch it again and again and be like, oh, I didn't even see that picture in the background or the fucking book that he was reading.
I just want everybody to know that like horror has different genres. Like hip hop has different genres. Like you know what I'm saying? Like with the shit you was listening, like the A24, that's like the Jay-Z's and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, no, those movies
like the
are
Freddy Kruegers and shit. That's the poppy shit. You know what I mean? That's the new pop stuff. That's the thing everybody gonna go see because it's Freddy Krueger. You know what I mean? Those is the goofy ones, like Chucky and shit. But it's shit out there that's really out here to make you think and not scare the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
Well, I think they've also progressed over the years too. You know what I mean? They're a lot smarter now
Yeah.
with scaring people.
And horror is reflective of the era. Like just what you were saying earlier and what you just hinted at. Like we didn't know what to do with the serial killer craze.
Right.
So somewhere in the collective unconscious, they
Everybody
created
was
serial
already
killer
thinking
movies.
about it.
And he doesn't say anything because they can't make sense of serial killers. We
Exactly.
can't. So he doesn't have anything to say. There's no motive behind the killings.
Yeah.
It's to kill. And that's what's so fucking scary and unsettling about it. That like lock your doors,
Like you
like
can't
you said
go
in Suburbia.
Yeah, you can't. You got to lock your doors. You can't go in the woods. You can't do this because you don't know where they're gonna pop
Right.
up.
And then I also the little propaganda part that you brought up, like he won't kill virgins. Like they can. There's some like Reagan like era, don't do
there's
drugs,
there's
don't have
little
sex.
subliminal
Like
message in
Stoners
there.
always get killed.
Yep.
The people who had sex always get killed. The bullies.
yeah, you know who's gonna like the tropes are there.
Yeah.
For who's gonna die in like a slasher or a traditional build of that kind of genre of horror, where this new stuff, this Saint Maud, Midsummer, Hereditary.
Those
it's
movies
so,
Art is art. Film is art. But I like horror genre the most because that's the one that pull on your strings the most. It really dances with your emotions. So like it plays on your fears. Like it.
Yeah.
It is whatever you scared of.
It can be anything.
It is whatever. If you scared of clowns, that nigga's a clown.
Yeah, dude.
You scared of spiders? He's a big ass spider now. You know what I mean? That's fucking terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah, that encompasses all of them. It's like whatever you're afraid of, I'm that.
I mean, that's like Freddy Krueger. Don't go to sleep.
Yeah, and that's one
Who's
thing.
not scared of their nightmares?
Right, that scared
You know,
me as a
so-
kid. Freddy Krueger in particular,
Every
because
kid was scared of
you
that.
can't control when you're asleep. you're asleep. You don't have any autonomy over yourself. Where it's like, if I'm awake, I can just think good thoughts. But like, if he's coming for you when you're asleep, you
have no control.
You have no control.
Like Chucky, like Child's Play.
Man,
Like, I got this doll. He's gonna murder me.
This is a good
I already
Halloween
love this
episode
shit,
for
huh?
real. This is great.
We in the middle of October.
Yeah,
we have
this
to do
is
this.
cool. This is that October episode.
Spoopy season.
Oh, now I'm excited to watch Halloween.
Yeah. Now, what was we gonna say about the anime? I know that was a topic.
Oh yeah.
It was, or was
No,
it
just the
about
page.
It was addressing the page. So the D&J page, there's like 150 likes. I already made a post. We're doing everything on the anime page now. I'm gonna make it the podcast page. I would love to do an anime episode, incorporate it somewhat.
We can still talk about current event anime stuff if y'all have anything. To put
Yeah,
into
definitely.
it.
And I'm into. I mean, I own the page before this, so like I have content. We could do, like I said, either an episode or we could talk about it, periodically, just to keep
Just
the people
have somebody
interested.
put in the comments what anime they want us to watch or talk about.
That's a great idea.
If any, and I've probably already seen this shit already, so I can say something.
Yeah, I might actually make you guys editors of the page too, if you're up for it. Where you can just, if you see something and you want to post it, you can post it. Because Dre and I are admins and we run the page right now. But I would love to just, and this is just an open conversation, potting about potting, so to speak. But I would love to just have, like, if you see something, fill up the timeline where we're posting 5, 6, 7 things a day, whether it's news, whether it's a piece of content. So
Yeah, because we could talk about anything on this bitch for real.
Yeah, this shit is open, man. Like,
And-
it's like this horror shit. So
yeah, that was great. We have probably cameras set up for next week. Got the third
I'm
ring
ready
light.
for that shit, man. That's about to be fun.
I would really like that.
Don't wear a dress next time, Dre.
You the one who wore the fucking goddamn thong, motherfucker. With the open toe sandals.
Speaking
Don't look at my toes.
did we talk about Thug's album? I can't remember.
No, we didn't.
No.
I like it.
Did you guys like it?
I like it.
It was
Speaking of wearing
okay.
dresses.
I feel like it's the first time Young Thug actually sat down and took his time with some music.
He
Because
did.
Sometimes when you listen to him, niggas be bragging about, oh, I don't write my shit, and it sound like you ain't write your shit. You know what I'm saying? This nigga didn't he didn't fumble no words on none of the songs. I barely hear the auto tune. You know what I'm saying? The beats is more like real instruments. I'm like, damn, okay.
Yeah.
He got subject matter.
He
I thought
actually made an
snapped on
album.
it. Yeah.
He made a good ass album.
It was cool. It
I
wasn't
didn't-
my
I didn't
type of
listen to
album from Thug, though.
I didn't listen
No,
to it.
he didn't go crazy like that, but like he's singing about real shit, making sense. Like what?
He just
he
stepped
made
out.
He made J. Cole go hard on a song.
Oh,
and
yeah. Now, that was the best song on there.
J. Cole went hard on that song. I was like, what?
I like the Juice WRLD song.
The
Juice WRLD did,
song?
yeah.
Juice
that went
WRLD
crazy.
snapped in that verse.
And the Post Malone song is even
Post
good.
Malone, Travis Scott.
And can I say this about
Wait,
Post
damn.
Malone?
Actually, that whole shit was okay then.
Post Malone is the Hall & Oates of our generation.
Listen,
just
I
wanna
was about
that,
to say,
boy.
I dig Post Malone.
I like
I
no,
can't-
no,
I love that comparison.
That's not a diss.
Yeah, no, I know.
Niggas
Yeah.
love Hall & Oates.
No, but
That
that's
is
what
not a
I'm saying
diss.
is I
But
love-
I'm saying I didn't know Hall & Oates was white until about 5 years ago, and I seen the album cover. My whole life, I thought they was just some smooth ass light skinned niggas. And listening to Post Malone, you can't tell, nigga. He be on there saying gang shit. I'm like, okay, yeah. You see a picture of that nigga, be like, what? That was who said that?
That ugly motherfucker.
He is. He's an interesting character.
Yeah,
like,
but that song was dope though.
yeah, he'll go from that, and then I'll go on my Magic the Gathering like websites, and he'll be playing Commander or EDH with like a bunch of nerds,
Yeah, he
and I'm
looked
like, who are you? What is this?
He looked like he just drink Bud Lights.
That's
and-
what he is.
He does.
Yeah,
You know,
he just make music.
He's just
But he's a good artist. I can't.
he's
Can't knock
versatile.
that.
I like him.
That's just sweet.
He looks like a fucking lumberjack.
Together.
Fucking lumberjack.
Like a lumberjack,
tatted
like
up lumberjack,
gangster lumberjack.
Hall & Oates of our generation.
That's
real.
true.
Yeah.
Hall & Oates had soul, baby.
Yeah, I think overall the album was it was good. I mean, I don't know if I would put it on, like the Meek Mill.
Yeah, that's
No, the
definitely.
Meek is taking over the streets right now. That song with him and get Lil Durk in there. Oh my god.
Oh, that
the
yeah, what is that?
murderers. That shit hard.
Yeah.
They went crazy on that bitch.
I thought you were about to say that sharing location shit.
That's what that is.
That's what that was.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Play it right now. I've been singing that shit all week.
It's not that.
Yeah, it is.
We're about to find out.
I mean, I
With the
still don't.
murderers.
I don't think he gets the recognition he deserves.
Yeah, people
Still.
be shitting on me. I think, all right, let me say this shit right now. People about to be mad. Got to put a little disclaimer on here right now. I am not for none of these soft-ass, light-skinned niggas out here with the rap shit, man. I'm not a J. Cole fan. I am not a Drake fan. I think it's niggas out here shitting on them, and they get way too much praise.
They mainstream
J.
rappers,
Cole
though. J. Cole
is
and Drake,
J-
them niggas main.
Yeah. But that nigga like mediocre at best to me. As long as niggas like Jadakiss still breathing,
Hell yeah.
as long
nigga.
as niggas like Meek Mill still spitting like he's spitting,
Yeah.
I don't want to hear no top 5 Drake. I don't want to hear no top 5 J. Cole. And that's just me. And I'm a real nigga. I
You
listen to this
motherfucking
real
right, bro.
shit. I'm
You
for
ain't saying
real.
nothing
Like
wrong.
these niggas like that Donda certified lover
We
boy
talked about
thing
this
that,
shit,
that
too.
happened. That was some mainstream bullshit, and everybody missed out on a whole bunch of good music that was coming out because of that. But I just want to let y'all know that's all I have to say about
heard
that.
that.
Now with Meek Mills, we should definitely have him on a higher fucking thing. He is
Meek
out
Mill
here
is,
spitting
man-
fire.
All the time, every time.
Meek Mill, one of the
Yeah.
guys. He
Bro,
definitely is.
and he don't miss. Or go back and listen to any Meek Mill album.
Even the Dream Chasers mixtapes.
Bro, all of them, and he just don't get no credit. People be like, he lost to Drake. Like he didn't lose.
Man, nobody give a fuck about that shit.
He
for
didn't
real.
lose. He's still here. If he
Meek
lost,
is
he wouldn't
Meek.
be here.
Drake is Drake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas know what type of lanes
Bro,
they in.
tell the truth. Who album better, Certified Lover Boy or Expensive Pain?
Expensive
Pain.
pain.
It's not even a contest.
Yeah.
So why the fuck do anybody even? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
It's
why I
not
just
even a
said they in
contest.
different lanes, bro. You can't even fucking.
That boy snapped.
That's just
They
on
might
that
be
Drake-
different horror genres, you know.
Exactly.
genres of horror. But the
Yeah.
J. Cole thing. Hey man, I think
Yeah.
Meek Mill's great, and I'm not a
J.
huge Drake
Cole is
fan.
okay, but niggas every time niggas be like J. Cole the GOAT, I be like, all right, give me some bars. What he say to make you think that? And they be,
I think people just respect J. Cole because his humbleness, man.
that's the most annoying part to me. To be honest, I hate when I see him on stage in
Dog,
Crocs.
I
I'm like,
just
you
seen a
taking it
bitch
too
just
far.
share some shit on Facebook. She like, I'm sick of this bitch ass nigga. Why this nigga don't put on no chains already? Nigga, go put on some motherfucking
Right.
chains.
I feel like he
That whole
like,
money don't impress me. Shit,
Yeah.
he taking it too far. Like,
But
okay,
maybe that's
man.
really him though. You feel me? So
yeah, but that's not being humble if you gotta say I'm humble now.
You going to? It's too much.
man, that nigga down there fucking a half a billionaire. So fuck you want to do for real?
Yeah.
Whatever. I just think he corny. I'm from a city where niggas get fresh and shit on bitches.
I can dig that.
I don't.
I'm definitely not that type of J.
fuck with-
Cole, and I'm not the nigga that's coming around.
Yeah, people
that's
be dying for that J.
conscious and
Cole
shit,
shit.
You feel me? I'm a guy. When I get rich, I'm definitely gonna come around. I'm probably drive a fucking truck on 50s. You feel me? Just
I was talking to somebody I
with
work
some
with the other
diamonds on the
day.
fucking rims
Hell
and shit.
I was talking to somebody I worked with the other day. They said back in the day, like in the 70s or something, their grandmama had got hit by a bus and got a big ass settlement from the state or whatever. And the first thing she did was bought a house and a mink coat. I said, nigga, that's the most Detroit shit I ever heard. Nigga.
she got
First
the
thing you did was bought a mink? Yes. That's where we from.
That's awesome.
I damn near
that
want to meet
wearing
for this
Crocs-
winter, man. They say this might be the coldest
Nigga.
winter we ever had.
Really?
I say that every winter.
I
and
know.
they be
Oh, this
right.
might be it right here.
They be right. Every winter get worse than the last.
Man,
Global
this might
warming
be it
setting in.
here.
Last
Oh,
winter wasn't
God.
even bad, right?
No, you're right though. That shit was short.
I was inside the whole time because of the pandemic.
I damn near want to start planting my own food, dog. From what the fuck I've been hearing
What have you been hearing?
about what the fuck happened, like this food shortage shit. Like niggas might as well really stop eating
Man,
chicken.
food
cows,
shortage
all
happened
that
a
shit.
long time ago.
Yeah.
We
Man,
eating fake
it's
shit for the
really
longest.
there now. Like it's there.
Toilet paper
Where
shortage.
motherfuckers really got to get on this shit.
Well, you ever seen Soylent
I know,
Green?
man.
What is it?
Soylent Green.
No.
What's that?
It's like a movie from the 70s. It's called Soylent Green. It was in a future where it was a real food shortage and everybody had to eat the same thing every day. It was called Soylent Green. It was like little crackers they gave you from the government. Everybody's surviving off of this shit.
Oof.
I'm just saying
And
though,
people was
like
dying in the movie. Like on the streets, people would just pass out from hunger on the street, and the government would just come pick up bodies off the street and just take them off. Jeez. By the end of the movie, dude followed one of them buses and found out that they was taking dead bodies and making food out of it.
Making crackers out of it, yeah.
And
Shit.
Soylent Green is people. That's the famous quote from the movie. Soylent Green is people. And you seen it at the end and it went off.
Jeez.
Like, I feel like
That's what they about to start doing again.
No, that's some like Orwellian like manual shit for the elite.
yeah, man. I
Like,
had to
oh,
watch
yeah,
that
this is
movie
what we'll
in
do.
school, but like I think that like,
Possibly.
you know what I mean?
Hey, they say if you
And
eat
lambs.
fish, that shit not from the ocean. That shit really from some farms and shit.
You notice how we get fish? Like you haven't like where did tilapia come from?
That's what I'm saying.
it's a man-made
that
fish.
shit
It is.
farm.
Yeah,
It is
I mean,
a
like
man-made
meat.
fish.
Like so, I saw this shit that says what are they called? Marine biologists, the ones that name all the fish and shit. They actually go around renaming fish because like we are started to like fish all the salmon and shit out the sea. So we like gotta rename some fish to make it that, and we're not even eating the real shit, or they'll rename a fish because it sounds disgusting and nobody would ever eat it, and they'll rename it like something like tilapia to make it sound edible.
delicious.
But before it was tilapia, it was like vomit dog head or some shit. You know what I
Redco
mean?
number 4.
Yeah, so when you seeing new shit out there that you ain't never heard of before, you thinking it's fancy.
Just
Just
know.
remember, they ran out of names and they just giving it to anything.
Oh my god. Yeah, that could be our future though.
That is
Colder
the
winters,
future.
hotter summers, food shortages, genetically modified food. This is a rabbit hole too.
Yeah,
because
this could be a whole nother episode right here.
Honest to God, population control and like food
Welcome to
shortages.
the highest episode. Of
We'll find an anime about this shit. I know it's out there.
I got one, I think. Just type in
Attack on Titan.
Yeah, Attack on Titan.
There we go.
There you go.
That's
Oh,
honestly,
man,
there
that
we
shit
go.
was great.
Yeah,
There was food shortages and riots and shit.
exactly.
People was trying to save the rich people first instead of the poor people, and that's exactly what would happen.
Tiers of society.
That's exactly what would happen when the shit goes down.
Yeah, there's bunkers.
This cool though. I hope the rich people listening, we gonna eat y'all.
Back to the ASMR.
We gonna eat y'all if everything run out. Fuck yeah.
You know they have a bunker, and I say they ominously. I'm not sure. It's a government or maybe the UN, but it's called Noah's Ark, and they have like the cells of every single like living organism that they could gather in
so they
tubes
could
in this bunker. So if
so they could
something did
repopulate?
happen, it's a real thing. It's like
Jeff Bezos got it up in
somebody
the rocket.
sending it to Mars.
Going to Mars, starting all over bitches.
Candy bars. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Book of Eli that shit. Take a Bible.
God, that was a good movie too.
Take yeah,
Denzel
Book of Eli was
Denzel
great.
Washington's also a Snoop Dogg as far as movies go. He just plays himself. Denzel Washington is
kinda.
Denzel Washington. I mean, he's great.
I feel
but
like
it's
that
Denzel
about
Washington.
a lot of actors, like Will Smith too.
Yeah.
But we love Will Smith, and that's why we do it.
But Book of Eli, he's blind in that, and he's just killing motherfuckers.
Yeah,
He was blind in Book of Eli?
He's blind.
that was like a plot twist at the
yeah,
end.
he's blind the whole
Nobody
time.
knew because
Wait a minute.
he was so sweet.
How the fuck I ain't know that?
Got to rewatch it. He's blind.
That was a whole.
I remember I seen
it
at the end when he got to touching the Bible and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, he's reading
because
Braille.
he had the last Bible in the movie, and they was trying to
I
get
gotta
it
watch this shit again.
so they could rewrite the
I
Bible.
never noticed that.
Yeah.
And then when they finally
That mean I
got it
wasn't
from
paying
him,
attention then.
when they finally got it from him, they like this shit in Braille.
Yeah,
He was
right.
like,
Yeah, and they
bitch,
could
I'm
read.
blind.
Yeah, dude.
He was the only person that could read it.
That movie was hard.
Shit.
I remember watching that and like
Maybe he
I
wasn't
picked up the
blind.
Bible after watching that just to read it, like just to read parts that just had my like interest because
Just to
of how
see
well
if you
that book-
change the word God and put your name, you can have the world
Essentially.
worship you.
Yeah, I spent
Yeah.
a couple hours with it, just like looking at some of the themes with the movie and
Sounds like we're having a movie marathon tonight.
yeah, hell yeah.
Movie marathon.
So yeah, we have some upcoming interviews. We're gonna keep this weekly shit going. Cameras are on the way, videos on the way, food reviews are on the way. I know we've talked about
I
that,
can't
but
wait for that one.
we're gonna do like 20-minute segments where we get like local food somewhere, get some cameras on it, review it,
We
talk
gotta do that
about
one.
it.
That's gonna be the fun.
I wish we could do it right now. I got a bunch of ribs and chicken from an event in my fridge, but we'll have to eat that off camera. So this has been
Gotta
Live in the
get
Record
that.
Room. You guys want to say anything else? Are we good?
We
That's
go
it.
eat the rich people for real if this shit go down.
I don't
And
know.
all my bitches is witches.
all my bitches
Bitches is witches. Peace.